Hi guys, it's Michael here with another Dark Side Phil related video. This time around we're going to check out his Dark Souls 2 run and just think about what he's trying to redeem in the next couple of weeks. So what have we got here? Well, originally I've started recording his playlist time, basically just to show time recorded, which for the base game is 40 hours. And in total, including the DLC, that is something close to 60 hours. What I've also recorded is I've recorded his boss attempts, including any recorded deaths that he's had during the playthrough against bosses. And as you can see in the notes column, I have recorded anything of note, things like what he's beaten the boss with, and things like soul level and in-game time as well. What we see in terms of bosses, Phil has originally had to start basically as a shield and sword character, and what that actually got him was quite a bit of positivity in the comment field. He was very cautious, and it took him something like 4 hours to get to the last giant, but he didn't suffer any deaths in that time. So he was getting quite a positive response from the guys in the comments of his videos, and he was going pretty steadily until the old Dragon Slayer, and it does present like an early roadblock. There's other roadblocks in the playthrough, things like Smelt the Demon, Oil Rat Authority. Ancient Dragon is the only boss of the run that he can't finish, so he opts to effectively leave that boss to one side. So that's one thing he can cover in the Redemption run, as well as Dark Lurker, which is a boss he never encountered. Other roadblocks, they're going to be things like the Ruined Sentinels. They are obstacles that he couldn't tackle with his ultimately his weapon of choice, which was the Miracles. He would ultimately prove to use that as a crutch. As you can see, there's 13 bosses that he's used Lightning Spear or Heavenly Thunder or Summons on. In the case of the Double Dragon fight, he ends up utilizing both, and it's a short fight of 37 seconds, which is pretty swift. Other things you'll notice that I've been recording, I've been periodically checking in with his soul level and actual in-game time as well. Turns out Phil actually did surface that twice in his playthrough towards the end, and it comes as quite a surprise, but it does kind of shed light on why his soul level's so high as well. He has, in total, he ended up with soul level 191, and the game time was, as you can see there, 90 hours and 27 minutes, which is staggering. Now, he's always someone that mentions that he does offline grinding in Souls games, and this is evidence of that. You can see he's clearly been grinding for levels. He's been grinding for life gems, and you've presumably got to think he's had boss attempts in that time as well. I mean, within 50 hours, the playthrough itself is 40 hours, so he's gone above and beyond the Call of Duty there, and he's got 50 hours where nobody's going to see that. It's all offline, it's all just stuff that he's done out of hours. And if you were to take that 90-hour playthrough on the whole, if you basically divided it up into a working week, say he was working 6 days a week, that would come to 7.5 hours a day So even if he works part-time hours streaming, you've got to think how much is he putting into every game offline, off the clock, and just imagine how much money he's letting go by not streaming the grinding process. It's food for thought. I know he calls himself like his channel for like no bullshit and all that, and but he also advertises it for full playthrough, which you're clearly not getting in this instance. But it's another thing he can redeem, as well as the bosses that he's missed. So he's got clear things that he can hit, clear barriers he can bust in the next couple of weeks with this redemption run. Let's see if he can do it. As an aside, I've also started playing Dark Souls 2 Scholar of the First Sin on my Twitch channel. That's twitch.tv/shindig PSC. That's Papa Sierra Charlie. You guys can check that out if you want. I've not really got a set schedule at the minute. Depends really when I'm in from work and whether I feel like it. But if you miss out, don't worry. I will put these streams up on this channel as well. So you guys can check that out instead of me looking at a spreadsheet. I mean, it's got to be better than that. And we'll see how this redemption run transpires. Thank you guys very much for watching. I'm up to 10 subscribers now, which is really nice. It's nice to be in double figures. And I'm really, really surprised by the response I'm getting on these videos. And again, it's all thanks to you. So keep doing what you're doing, and I'll keep doing what I'm doing. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.